Good morning, everyone. Kate Borer and Fiona Pearman joining you for this week's Facebook Live. And this month, in fact, we're going to be talking about knowing your stuff. And we know the origin of our work when we started to dig into what was going on with confidence was really around what our sources of confidence are. And that was really the first place we started when we wrote the book. What we found is that we tend to rely on subject matter expertise as well as working hard, and they're highly linked in terms of the more that I know, the more harder I work, the more across the detail I am, the more questions I can answer, the more confident I am. And the challenge, of course, and that was my story as well, the challenge is that is not a sustainable strategy going forward, particularly in today's world where really there is an endless amount of information to be across. There is only a finite amount of time for us to invest, and that we want to invest in getting across all that detail. And so while subject matter expertise is crucial, and we are huge fans of continuous learning and acquiring skill, capability, and experience, on its own, it is not a sustainable source of confidence, Fiona.
Yes. The piece is that the over-reliance on this having to have more data, having to have more facts, having to know things means that we are ignoring an incredibly valuable and useful source of confidence, which is actually our mindset and approach. And as Kate and I have been for decades interested in personal development, in honing our mindset, in understanding and unpacking what's really going on so that we can show up better resourced. And what we've found is it's actually the combination of the two of these things. Of course, we need to know our stuff. Of course, we need to know things, and we need to be able to synthesize and work and take that into the world. However, if we don't have the mindset, if we don't have the inner resource of core confidence and the willingness to do things even when it feels uncomfortable, and that's really what the mindset work is about. It's being prepared to do something in the moment, even though part of me is shrinking back and doesn't want to. And the more we've done these programs, the more we've worked with women, the more we've done this work ourselves, we've seen how incredibly valuable it is to really dig in and understand ourselves and our mindset and what might be holding us back in those crucial moments.
Yeah, the myth that if I just study more, learn more information, get across more detail, be able to answer every question. The myth that means that I will walk into every room and have 100% unshakable, unbreakable confidence is real. We hear stories all the time, right, of incredibly talented women who will cross all the detail, that will be sitting in rooms and have a comment to share, reflection, something valuable, and for whatever reason, to exactly what Fiona was saying, feel like they can't speak up, feel like they can't share. That's got nothing to do with their subject matter expertise. It's got to do with the expectations of being in the room, worrying about whether it's their place, worrying about what happens if they get it wrong, or if someone challenges them with a question that they can't answer. All of that can be the absolute roadblock and red flag for us unleashing the value of the investment that we have in our subject matter expertise. And the challenge, of course, is for decades, that has been our source of success, right? Is acquire more information, work even harder, whether that's through school or early parts of our career. And that's okay. That strategy will not serve you in a way where you're able to balance your well-being, balance family and work and life and all of those things into the future. So yes, we want to constantly be curating our subject matter expertise. That is really important, and starting to look at this mindset piece, starting to dig in, and really that's what all our work is about, but especially the Acts of Confidence program is about starting to look at what are the red flags and roadblocks that are stopping me from moving forward, and then how do I actually start to resource myself to navigate through those.
Absolutely. This piece is at the heart of the work we do. And when we speak to people as they've come through the program or they've come through one of our courses, the thing they reflect on every single time, the ones who've had the big shifts, the big aha moments, is they'll talk about how differently they're operating in the world. And it's been their mindset that shifted. It's been their way they approach things. It's been those small acts of confidence they've taken each week, and they've done something that, yes, of course, felt uncomfortable. They've talked about how uncomfortable it felt, and they've felt supported, and they've been willing to do it. And the incredible richness that comes from that experience, even if it doesn't go perfectly, they still go, that was worth it, because now I know some more. And next time I do it, I'm going to do it slightly differently. And this constant honing and calibrating of the way we do things, and the willingness to try something, even if it doesn't go perfectly, is part of building and having this inner resource of core confidence, that no matter what happens externally, I'm still going to be okay within myself. I'm going to be able to respond, and I'm going to be all right. And the deeper that sits, and the more it is part of who we are, the easier it is to do all the things we'd love to do, and to really, as you say, Kate, leverage all of that wonderful investment we've made in knowing so much and having all the talent and the skills and experience to share with the world.
Yeah, we're going to leave it there. Thank you for joining us today. If you know someone who could benefit from today's confidence conversation, or any other of our Facebook Lives, please tag them below or share it with them. If you'd like to be notified when we go live, or access a whole bunch of other awesome resources, head over to our Facebook page. Lots of, I think, years now of Facebook Lives you can hook into that are all tags, so it's easy for you to navigate around. And of course, if you'd like to go deeper with your relationship with core confidence, visit coreconfidence.com.au.